Okay guys, I am over here at Sippo Park in Canton, and I thought I'd come over here today to give you guys kind of an update of everything that's been going on. I know I haven't had very many RV videos up recently. I think I did I put up the one where I washed the roof, and then I put up the one where I was preparing that tabletop for my office area. And that has been it, because I have not had access to the RV for about 2 weeks now. This is where I'm at right now, out at the lake. I love to come out here and just look around and, walk down this area here, go out on that dock there and just kind of watch the water and stuff. There's a bunch of people out there though. So I'm not going to go out there at the moment. I want to be somewhere where I can talk to you guys, tell you what's going on here. But man, has there been a lot of happenings. Okay, so for one thing, the biggest thing, and I wasn't going to make a video about this, but this is part of the process. This is part of the whole thing, and I'm documenting all along the way what's actually happening. So I think I will go ahead and tell you guys about this. I arrived at the RV one evening to do a few things to get ready to come out the next day and work all day long. And when I got there, the first thing that I do is I turn on the engine and let it warm up for a few minutes before I crank up the generator and start getting everything else ready to roll. The generator is what powers everything. So turn on the engine, it started up really rough and loud, and I'm like, oh man, what is going on with the engine now? And it was dark out. I think it was already like 9:30 at night. So couldn't really get under there and look at anything. I did what I needed to do. I came out the next morning, started it up again, and I was just like hoping and praying it was just a fluke and it wasn't going to do this. But it did it again, and I came outside, I walked around, and I'm like, okay, the sound is coming from right in the middle there. Climbed underneath it, and sure enough, somebody had cut out and removed, stolen my catalytic converter. I basically, to keep it as short as I can, I filed the police report. I checked for the security cameras that are up. I called my car insurance and I made my claim. Went through that whole process. I found a place to take it to get it repaired. I took it over there. The next day they called me and said that the parts are obsolete from the maker of that part, so I have to have it custom built. So I have to wait until I can get in to have it custom built. That's coming up in the near future here. So that will be happening. Let's see. I was going to walk out there, but it's starting to rain again, so I'm just going to sit down here at this table and talk to you. Okay, so yeah, that's what happened recently that took the RV out of my reach and my ability to actually keep working on it. So like I said, it's been about 2 weeks since I've had it in my possession. I have an appointment to have that catalytic converter custom built, and then after that, I have an appointment coming up in September to have my fridge fixed. And I'll tell you what, this is a really difficult process. Like, this is the most difficult thing with owning the RV that I've realized so far. It's near impossible to find anybody to work on it. When I was looking for the electrician, I mean, it took me forever to find the person that I did. Luckily, it was a good shop. They did everything that I wanted them to do, except for the fridge, but that was because it needed to be done by a Norcold repair center. I started calling around to those people, and nobody wants to work on it. I mean, it's like they all have excuses why they don't want to work on it, and I don't understand it. I did finally find a place that will work on it, though, and get that fixed for me. But it's really strange. It's a lot of jumping through hoops and just, I don't know, just a lot of weird zigzagging and making a lot of calls and trying to find people who are willing to work on RVs. And this is where the biggest loophole is. Like, if you guys are looking for a business to start, I'm telling you right now, start an RV repair center. Be honest, charge an affordable rate for your labor, and do the job right, and people will flock to you. I'm telling you, you will be a billionaire. Because here's the thing. For some reason, nobody wants to work on them. General RV and Camping World both know this. They charge $200 an hour for labor, and that's whether they do any work or not. You pull it in there, they look at it, and they keep it in the garage for a while, and they come back and bring you $1,000 bill. And they say, yeah, here's your bill. We couldn't find anything, but this is the labor cost. And I'm telling you this out of experience because it happened to me at General RV. Go online and look up all the crazy reviews for both of those places, General RV and Camping World, and you will see people getting ripped off left and right. So start an RV repair center, charge like, 60, 70, 80 bucks an hour, even $100 an hour for labor. And, just don't rip people off and do the job right. And I'm telling you, you're going to be a billionaire from that business. Nobody wants to go to General RV and Camping World. They will all flock to you. So anyways, with that being said, I found somebody to work on the catalytic converter. I found somebody to work on the fridge. So these things are all coming together. It's just that's the biggest thing that is a pain in the butt with having the RV. Just finding somebody who's willing to work on it. The next thing, I have been continuing to downsize at home. Cleaning out all my rooms because this is coming fast, guys. I am moving into the RV very, very shortly. I've been downsizing at home for 2 years, something like that, maybe even more. But it's been, on a limited basis. I mean, you start going through things, cleaning some things out, and having basically 2 years to who knows how long to still live in the house, you can't just clean it all out and have an empty house. So it takes a little bit of tact to do that. Now, coming down to the end here, where I'm going to be moving into the RV very shortly, I mean within a few months here, I'm having to completely empty rooms. I emptied my basement completely, and there are 3 rooms down there that were full of stuff. I mean, I'm talking about all kinds of stuff that I was storing, holiday decorations, all my camping gear, just everything, guys. Unbelievable, all the stuff down there. And if you remember, I also had a complete gym set up down there. Treadmill, a big weeder gym set thing, all kinds of weights, and just all kinds of stuff. What is up with my ear? A little bug landing on my ear or something. But all of that stuff is gone now. It's all emptied out and gone. And I've been working on my upstairs rooms, my bedroom, my office. I need to move upstairs and work in the eBay offices. I have 3 rooms up there that I use for my whole eBay setup. And those are about to be all cleaned out. It's really crazy. But the thing about this is, you're not just cleaning out your rooms. You are cleaning out and getting rid of your entire life. Everything that you have bought and owned and built up and accumulated over the course of your entire life. So I'm 45, guys. There are things that I'm getting rid of that I've had for 30 years. It's crazy. And things that are sentimental, that are legit sentimental, I'm separating between my kids, packing them up into separate boxes so I can give them each a box. Some of the things belong to them. I still have things in this house, from when my kids lived with me. So I have to go through that stuff and make the decision of, what is actually worth keeping, what would be sentimental to them. And then there's things just like simple little things that you find yourself attached to that you should never really be attached to, because it's just a physical item, but it has some sentimental value, like, oh, I remember when my kid gave this to me because of this, and it might be like a little crayon or something. I actually have a bar of soap that my son whittled my face into. It's in my desk, and I'm like, what do I do with this? I'm gonna give it to him, but it's like, it's not something I want to just throw away. On one hand, it's a bar of soap. On the other hand, my kid whittled my face in it with some kind of a little knife or something. So it's something that my kid did for me and my kid gave me. So, you don't want to get rid of that stuff. I've been in the papers 100 times, so I have like a stack of newspapers. And it's like, do I get rid of these? Do I try to seal them up and save them? And if I do, what am I ever going to do with them? And it's cool to look back through and see the memories in that, but there's so much more that goes into it than just I'm cleaning out the house. It is so absolutely emotionally draining. It's crazy. It really is. It really tugs on your heartstrings a lot of the time. So, and aside from that, it's just the process too. The process is grueling and stressful of going through things and separating them. You know, trash, goodwill, give away to this person or that person. What's it mean to me? What's it mean to them? I gave all my camping gear to my brother, guys. That sucked. I mean, it was okay. I was giving it to my brother, but you remember that ginormous tent I bought a couple years ago? Big 10 by 25 tent with 3 rooms. Gave it to him. So it's like things like that that you have to try to detach from, or try to convince yourself it's just an object. You know, it's replaceable. If I want a tent later on when I stop doing this, I can go to Walmart and buy a tent, you know? So it's a really crazy process and really crazy thing to experience here. Go ahead down here. It stopped raining for a minute. We're going to go down to these other picnic tables here. There's some dude down here telling a story to his friend or on the phone or something about, must be hunting or something, because he's making all these loud shotgun noises and really going all out to tell this story. Okay, so yeah, look at that. I love looking at the water out here. Anyways, we'll go into here. This is where I actually, I probably told you this before when I filmed down here, but I had my graduation party when I graduated from nursing school right here. And inside this little door here, we had like all the food and stuff. You know, it's the kitchen in here. I'll show you through the window. Hold on. Yeah, there's the kitchen. We had, you know, hot dogs and sloppy joes and stuff like that. And then over here, we had a TV and a video playing, and then we had the karaoke machine and stuff like that all set up. It was pretty fun. Anyways, though, something else that I'm dealing with through this whole process here is the fact that, you know, I watch the girls every Thursday. And I have to somehow detach from that. And that's kind of heartbreaking. You know, it's really heartbreaking. It's not kind of heartbreaking. You know, those girls are everything to me. And having to detach from that, seeing them once a week, and I have them for like 10 hours when I see them. So it's not just like, you know, I see them for half an hour, 45 minutes, and then that's it. So I have to detach from that, and that's going to be really difficult. I live across the street from my parents, and although I don't spend as much time with them as I wish I could, and I thought I would when I moved over there, we still do spend a lot of time together, especially during the season when the Curse of Oak Island is on. Every Tuesday night, I go over to their house. We have like popcorn or pizza or some kind of snack or something, and we watch the Curse of Oak Island. And I think this season there was, man, I don't know, 20-some episodes or something. There was a lot. And so it was every Tuesday, you know, and Tuesday rolls around so fast. So I'm going to miss that. You know, my daughter still lives in this area, and I don't spend very much time with them as much as I would like to, because I'm just always busy, especially in preparing for this. I'm always so busy, and it's just really difficult. You know, she's working too, her husband's working. Everybody's got crazy schedules, you know what I mean? So it's not just as simple as when somebody posts a Facebook meme that says, if you love your friends and family, you'll make time for them. You know, that's not reality, guys. So, you know, you try, but you get together when you can. My boys live in different states, so I'm kind of used to that now. I'm used to being away from them. All 4 of us, I have 2 boys and a girl, all 4 of us get on Facebook in this one group, and we just kind of talk, you know, have little video chats and stuff like that. So I'll still have that, but it's still going to be strange moving away from my daughter. You know, that's just another aspect, another level to this whole thing. And I'm really looking forward to this. It's something I really want to do, something I've wanted to do for a long, long time, and something that I know that when I'm laying on my deathbed, if I didn't do it, I'm going to regret it. So you just have to make some sacrifices. You know, I know that when my boys both moved away to different states, they were both making sacrifices, you know, and that's just, I don't know, that's just life, guys. That's the way that it goes. Everything is not always just perfect and wonderful. So, I mean, it's not like it's goodbye forever. It's just, I'll be back around, you know what I mean? So there's more to the, you know, to that whole aspect, but I mean, you guys get what I'm saying there. I don't know, there's probably more to this story, guys. I mean, there's definitely more. But, you know, I've been rattling on long enough. Just kind of give you guys an idea of where I've been and what's been going on. And I have been keeping up with my videos on the other channel. Saturday Night Snack and a Movie. And, you know, the Halloween things are starting up. So, you know, it is what it is. I got to put on a smile and make it through every day and just keep pushing forward. So, in the end, we are going to be on the road traveling. And you guys will be with me. We'll be going to some awesome places, seeing some awesome things. And I hope you will stick around. If you're not subscribed, to make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that stupid little bell there so you can get the notifications and everything. And that's it, guys. I will see you in the next video.